では、ご一緒しましょう。私も戻ります。
I don't think that's a good idea, but alright. Sure. Are you kidding me, dude? Think about it. You're walking back with a girl in your boxers. How's that gonna look? Oh my god. Okay. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Princess Evangile. So, it's been a while since I last uploaded anything. Yeah, it got to the point where I was kind of losing motivation a little bit. Because, after being gone for so long, because there was like a year where I didn't upload. I made a video talking about it, but yeah, trying to come back into it, like most of my viewers are inactive now, and it kind of sucks because I didn't have many to begin with. So like coming back and posting videos and it only gets like 3 or 4 views, like I was kind of just losing motivation a little bit. So part of the reason why I was gone. But I don't know, I really want to get back into doing this again. Like I do still enjoy doing YouTube, because I wouldn't have been doing this for 18 plus years at this point if I didn't enjoy it. So yeah, I just needed some time to like think about what I wanted to get out of, what I hope to gain out of this, and what I want to do moving forward. And I think there's some things that, like, I think I got some of my motivation back, so I'm excited to get back into making videos again. So yeah. But anyway, so we're back with Princess Evangile. Now, in the last video, we left off, we finished chapter 1. Yeah, the student council president, she wanted to go meet with Masaya, which is going to be interesting to see how they get on. I mean, compared to everybody, like all the other characters in this game, that the ones that are against reform, it seems like she was one of the ones that didn't really mind it. That's what I'm thinking. That's the impression that I get from her, but she's kind of just indifferent. Like she even said in the last video, like she's not against it, but like she just wants to bring peace. So I guess if running him out of the Masaya out of the school brings about peace, then she's probably going to go for that option. But she doesn't necessarily hate the guy. She doesn't have anything against him, which is kind of interesting, I guess. It's an interesting dynamic. But anyway, let's just get back into it and see where we left off. So, all right, so Masaya's sleeping right now. Yeah, he's just sleeping. Uh-huh. What? I thought I heard a knock just now. Definitely a knock. I glanced reflexively at the clock and saw that it was only 5:30 a.m. Damn, that's early as fuck. Who's knocking at this hour? Regardless, I slipped out of bed. Wow, so cold. Samui. It was still cold in the morning at this time of year. It had been cold the night I met Rise-san too. Yeah. Yes?
ごきげんよう。
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 This is awkward as fuck, alright. Well, this ought to be interesting. Huh? What?
どうかなさいました？
No. I just figured it was Sister Mishima.
いえ、私と美月の2人だけです。
I fear it's... Why does she say it like that? So I see. So, do you need something? It's pretty early.
ごめんなさいね。ただ、フィユドラ・ヴァンセンヌの心を乱さないためには、早めの方がいいかと思いまして。
That makes sense, because she doesn't want them to see her talking to them. Talking to him. What are you talking about?
今からあなたの部屋家探しさせていただくわ。
What the hell? Why are you... You come to this dude's room at 5:30 in the morning to search. What are you hoping to find? What the hell? What?
男子はいろいろといけないものを持っているそうね。それをチェックさせてもらうということよ。
Oh my god, she's gonna find my porn, guys. Oh no. What do you mean by forbidden objects?
だからそれはそのエッチなというか何言わせるのよ。
So embarrassed. She really was looking for dirty magazines. That's so funny. I didn't make you say anything. But I understood what she was trying to say. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. They checked my belongings when I first moved in, so...
信用できませんから。
What? Huh?
この目で見てみないことには信用できません。
Okay. Have at it then. There was something upsetting about being cut off with a smile like that. That is... I do understand what he means. Like, how can somebody sit there, like sit there and talk down to you with a smile on their face? Like, that shit pisses me off. Yeah, there was like an incident fairly recently where it was an incident at my work where they tried to force me to retrain in another department I didn't want to be in. And my manager at the time, like, I was trying to get out of it, but she wouldn't let me. So yeah, because the only way to get out of it is you need like a medical accommodation, which is really stupid. But yeah, so I was trying to get out of it. So I was just so pissed off. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So she's like, well, you can use your time, I guess. So I said, oh, would you approve my vacation time? She's like, nope, it's not within 24 hours. Like fine. So I told her, I'm just gonna leave then. I'm not gonna be treated this way. And she's like, well, I hope you have a good day. Like she clearly saw how upset I was, and she was just standing there with a smile on her face. Like, that shit pissed me off so much. Yeah, so I get it. I get what he's trying to say here. It sucks. Like, I just hate people like that. Like, they're so phony.
さあ、ではそのパジャマも脱いで。
What? Like, okay, now strip. Like what the hell? Huh?
ポケットに何か入っているかもしれませんし。
You can just ask him to check his pockets. Open your pockets. You don't need to tell him to take his pants off. Take off your pants.
下着まで取れとは言いませんから。
Do you want to see him? You don't mind seeing him in his underwear? What? All right. He's like, this is so weird. And she's just sitting there smiling though. She was really smiling.
マリカ様がおっしゃっているのよ。早く脱ぎなさい。
But, でも。
早くして。
今。Right. So, だよ. I removed the school-provided sweatpants and sweatshirt and stood there in a t-shirt and boxers. Cold. 寒い.
じゃあ、外に出ていて。
It's his room! Like, what do you mean tell him to leave? Huh?
えではないわ。 部屋の主がいて家探しなどできるはずがないでしょ。
What do you mean? That's true, but
さあ早く。ほら終わったら連絡するから。携帯もいつまでも下着姿など見せないで。
take your nakedness elsewhere. So he just has to walk around camp. That they're just gonna. That's literally dumb. Like they're just gonna humiliate this dude even more when he's already like on the chopping block as it is. Like, okay, clearly they planned this. Obviously, they probably purposely did this to make him look bad. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Whoa. She pressed my cell phone into my hand and forced me out of the room. How did they even know his number? Do I really have to stand outside like this? Yeah, you didn't think of that 2 seconds ago?
まあいいでしょう。
What do you mean? Oh my god.
ですが
At least Mitsuki has some kind of sense right now. Could you at least return my pajamas?
ほらお姉様マサヤさんもああ言って。
Yeah, she may not like the guy, but she at least has some common sense. Like, hey, we can't just leave him out. We at least need to give him some clothes.
美月、あなた何が大切か分かっていないのね。まずはこの部屋がきちんと正常に保たれているかどうかです。小1時間外に出ていた程度で風邪をひいたりはしませんよ。
They plan to search his room for an hour. What are they hoping to find? Based on his image, like there's not much in there that needs checking.
それはそうですが。
Come on, Mitsuki, don't give in that easily.
物持ちが神の国に入るのは難しいと福音書にはあります。
Did they really say that? Interesting.
それが余計なものであればなおさらなことでしょう。さあ美月、時間もないのですから早く探しますよ。
Are you even authorized to do this? I feel like you should have at least gotten permission from the chairwoman first.
はい。
Come on, Mitsuki, have some common sense. You don't need to do everything she says. Hey! I couldn't exactly yell at this time of morning, so I called to them softly. There was no response, though. They must have been busy with their work. Man! There was no one in the hall at the moment, but someone could come out at any minute. If they found me like this, they'd definitely think I was a pervert. They already thought I was inclined to commit a crime. I decided it would be best to go outside. At this time, there was likely to be no one outside the dorms. Are you sure about that? You say that. But this is a visual novel we're talking about. And not just any visual novel, an eroge. So there's gonna be someone outside. So cold. Goosebumps appeared on my arms as I trembled. I couldn't exactly just stand there. I decided to have a walk around. But really, why do I have to walk around dressed like this? I hoped I would get the call soon. I had been so poor I'd never had a cell phone before, but the school had given me one. Oh, that's why they know his number, because it's a school-provided phone. That's interesting. No, it's just like a Windows phone. hadn't been any special consideration. All the students received the same one. Yeah. Give them out in bulk, but they're cheap.
管理の一環よ、もちろん。
Yeah, there's probably like trackers and shit in there to keep make sure they're not doing anything. That's what Rise-san had said when I asked her how to use it.
それ、実は半分は無線機のような代物なのよ。信じられて？
A walkie-talkie? Interesting. A walkie-talkie? How?
その携帯同士で通話をする分には何の問題もないわ。でも外部と連絡を取ろうとすると学校を中継しないといけないの。
Yeah, makes sense. That sounds frustrating. It's a bit like phones in the old days.
事前に許可の下りた番号に限り直通されるのだけどね。相手が家族であったりとか。
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
相手が外部の場合、メールも電話に準じるし、とにかく外部との連絡には面倒な制限があるということなの。
Yeah, they're very secretive about what goes on there. We were also forbidden from leaving school grounds. Vincennes was really strict about contact with the outer world. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I'd heard of hothouse flowers and sheltered children before, but this place is really like another world. On the other hand, the rules within the school didn't seem very strict. Maybe because everyone behaved well, even without rules. In particular, dorm life was welcoming. They didn't even have an official lights out. That's interesting, okay. So they could just stay up as long as they want. According to Sister Mishima, the fact that meal times were all decided in advance lent a natural rhythm to daily life. Huh. It sounds pretty inconvenient. Ise-san gave a slight shrug.
フィユドラ・バンセンヌにとっては支障がないと言えば言えるわ。なぜって結局のところ人間関係は内部で完結しているから。
Yeah, that makes sense. They don't have any reason to call people outside just because they already know everybody. Yeah.
でもマサヤさんにとってはそんなこともないでしょ。面倒かと思いますけど我慢してちょうだいな。
I mean, he doesn't really have anybody either. I mean, he's not gonna call his deadbeat dad. And I mean, he could. It might just be his mom, maybe. He could still check in on his mom, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't think there's anyone I want to contact on the outside either. Not even his mom. Wow, okay.
そうなの？でも親御さんとか。
Mm-hmm. She shut her mouth quickly as she realized her mistake, then smiled apologetically.
でもほらお友達とかガールフレンドなんかもいたんじゃなくて？
Oh, they said girlfriend in English there. Interesting. But they could just say kanojo. That's usually how they say it. I shook my head silently. Since we left town a year ago, I haven't even tried to make friends. I didn't make new friends and hadn't tried to contact my old ones from Eitatsu Auxiliary. I didn't want to risk getting them involved in our loan issues. Yeah, that makes sense, because then they could be targets as well. I hadn't even kept in touch with my childhood friend. I have my room and board taken care of for now, at least, but I still have to do something about that loan. Yeah. They're gonna come back. It's gonna come back at some point, but yeah. I thought things over as I wandered down the path. The sweet smell enveloped me from all sides. Oh, crap. Oh, Ritsuko. I had thought I was alone, but there's a girl just ahead. Wait, no, that's not, Ritsuko is the other one. Though she seemed to be playing with some kind of animal and hadn't noticed me yet. I forgot her name. But... an animal? Did they keep animals at Vincennes? An animal care club, perhaps? What is that creature? I should have run the other way, but I found myself curious about what was going on. I have never seen anything like it. Seems like an unusual species. A stoat, perhaps? But what intrigued me even more was... what a cute little hat. It just suited the creature so well. I wasn't any sort of animal lover, but I couldn't help but find it charming. I quietly drew closer. There's plenty of cover, so I felt confident in being a bit bold.
パン食べる？パン食べる？ いけませんね。一体いつになったらきちんと食べると言えるようになるのか。さあ、今日こそは食べると。じゃないとこのクロワッサンあげませんよ。冗談です。それにこのクロワッサンはパンターベルのために焼いたのだから。
Canterbell let out a joyous coo and began munching down on the croissant. Croissant? The girl from the Animal Care Club looked down at him with eyes full of love. The pet was cute, but she was spectacularly beautiful too. Hmm.
おいしい？
What a smart creature. Plus, it really did look good. It occurred to me that I hadn't eaten anything since I started my walk. My stomach suddenly let out a growl as I watched. Ah.
どうかしたの？パンターベル。明日は田舎パンがいい？
I don't think that's what he was saying. Thankfully, the girl didn't seem to have heard it. This time, I ducked my head down and prepared to take my leave. Snap. Oh, he steps on a branch. Uh-oh. A severed head? What are you talking about? No! She seemed genuinely terrified, so I called out immediately to correct her. I even stood up. Oh, crap. A cold sweat poured down my sides. The girl looked at me blankly. I cast a subtle glance down at my lower half. Oh, thank goodness. Even though I had stood up, my lower half was still barely covered. Oh, that is... I'm not here to cause any harm. She might not think that if she saw my lower half, though. Huh?
だって始業式の時ご紹介されていましたから。
Yeah, true. Oh, right. Haha, that's right.
はじめまして。私は2年 B 組の神柳瑠璃子と申します。
Ruriko, yeah. I couldn't remember her name. Yeah, Ritsuko is obviously the other one, but the short black girl, the short girl with the black hair. Yeah. Ah, nice to meet you. I'm in class 2C. She bowed to me politely. I quickly did the same. It was really a bit awkward with the obstacle in the way. I really should have come out, but that wasn't exactly possible.
それからこちらはパンターベル。
Canterbell raised the forelimb in greeting. He really was smart. So Panterbell is his name. It suits him.
はい。
Is Panterbell a stoat?
赤女？
He isn't? He looks a bit like one.
ああ、パンターベルの種類のことですね。それが私にもわからなくて。
He doesn't know either. Oh, really?
あまり気にしませんでしたから。
I see. Ruriko-san seemed to be the laid-back type. Yeah, she's probably like the airhead of the group, but... Pankotsu!
パンターベルはパンターベルですから。ねえ、パンターベル。
But I didn't know they kept animals at Vincennes. Do you go to a club for that or something?
いえ、そうではないんです。飼育部自体ありませんし。
Oh.
実はパンターベルは上の方で衰弱しているところを私が発見しました。
Up above? That's a weird way to phrase that. Like above where? Up above? Yeah, exactly. That's that's a weird way to say that. Vincennes was built on a mountainside. She must have meant she found them higher up the mountain. When did they go up the mountain? Did they just casually take hikes? Interesting.
おそらく町の誰かが飼っていたのを捨ててしまったのだと思います。首輪をつけていましたから。
Ah.
それで私が保護をして、それ以来のお付き合いなんです。
Wow. So that's why she didn't know what he was. You seem like a kind person, Ruriko-san.
いいえ。
But Panterbell is an unusual name. How did you pick it?
この子はパンが好きなんです。ですからパンターベルと名付けました。
Yeah. Yeah, his name is a pun. Like Panterbell, Pantaberu. Yeah. Like to eat bread. Yeah. Pantaberu. Yep. I get it. I remembered their exchange when I first saw them. Ruriko-san had asked him to say taberu or something. Maybe panku would be more appropriate. Panterbell says ku after all.
マサヤさんもそんなことをおっしゃるのですか？
What? She was suddenly staring out into space.
実は私以外はみんなパンクと呼ぶのです。長いからなどと言って。
I see.
だったらパン 食べるという略称はどうでしょうと提案してみたのですが。
It doesn't sound that much different. Yeah, is that really much of an abbreviation?
結局定着しませんでした。寂しいです。
I see. Yes?
マサヤさんはパンターベルと呼んでくださいますよね。
Sure, of course. If you want me to, Ruriko-san.
よかった。
She looked at me, eyes shining, and picked up the basket from the table. The truth was, I had been thinking about that bread the entire time.
お礼と言ってはなんですが、このバゲットはいかがでしょう。
Yes, absolutely. I stepped out without thinking and only then realized my mistake. Whoops. Despite the cold, I was sweating profusely. I felt like I was covered in dew.
朝のジョギングですか。健康的でいいですね。
I guess so? What?
違うのですか？ T シャツにトレーニングパンツという格好ですので。
Training pants. That's an interesting way to call them shorts. Apparently, Ruriko-san had never seen boxers before. That's a charm school for you. Well, I was safe at least. No, you got me actually. I like working up a sweat early in the morning.
きっとそうなんでしょうね。私は運動は苦手なのですが。運動をした後ならお腹も空いているのでしょうね。さあ、どうぞ。
Thanks. Her innocent smile made me feel a little guilty about my lie. But there was no way around it. It's not like I was walking around dressed like this because I wanted to. I took one of the rolls. It was still slightly warm. Did you just bake this?
はい。私、パン作り部に所属しているので、今朝は自主的な朝練です。
Bread baking club, interesting. Bread baking? Vincennes has clubs like that?
ミッション系の学校だからでしょうか。
Oh, yeah. What does that have to do with it?
パンはミサでは生体の。
Ah. Oh, just a minute. Chotamate. I received notification of an email and checked it. Mitsuki-san had given me permission to return. Phew, thank goodness.
何か？
Oh, nothing. I was thinking about getting back to my room, actually. I felt even colder now, maybe because of the sweat.
では、ご一緒しましょう。私も戻ります。
I don't think that's a good idea, but alright. Sure. Are you kidding me, dude? Think about it. You're walking back with a girl in your boxers. How's that gonna look? Oh my god. Okay. As we walked, she explained how bread was the Eucharist in the Holy Mass. Okay.
最後の晩餐で、イエスはパンを自分の体として弟子たちに渡します。そこから来ている儀式だそうですよ。
Interesting. Wow. You guys at Vincennes really know a lot about this stuff.
授業で習いますからね。もっともイエスをキリストと呼ぶ人は数えるほどです。
Huh. What does that mean?
キリストとは名字や名前ではなく救世主を意味します。イエスをキリストと呼ぶ人はそのまま信仰の告白にもなっているんです。
Uh-huh. Wow, I didn't know that. Ruriko-san had called him Jesus before. As we walked, I took a big bite of bread. This is good. I haven't eaten much in the way of French bread before. What is it?
歩きながら食べる人は私初めて見ました。
Oh yeah, all of them are kind of sheltered a little. Oh, is that bad manners?
いえ、そんなことは。ただちょっと物珍しくて。
Yeah, I guess it is.
変なことを言うようですけれど。
Yeah?
私、ある個人的な事情から男子には興味があります。
Oh.
ですので、いい機会と言ってはなんですが、これからマサヤさんのこともっと知ることができたらと思います。
Right. Well, of course. Well, this might seem strange too, but the only way I'll make it past the vote at the end of the term is if you all get to know me, so I'd be happy to tell you anything you'd like to know, Ruriko-san. Hell yeah.
では早速ですが。
Getting straight into it, huh? Ruriko-san lowered her gaze, looking towards my groinal region. Oh my god. What are you looking at?
トレーニングパンツのブランドを知りたいと思いまして。いけなかったでしょうか。
What? She wants to know the brand of his underwear. Okay. I think they're Uniqlo.
ユニクロですね。覚えました。
Why?
それでは私たちはこれで失礼します。
Yeah. Thanks for the bread.
いえいえ。
Panther Bell waved at me. Seriously smart animal. Personal circumstances, huh? What should I do? Still, having a beauty like Ruriko-san wanting to know more about me wasn't exactly a bad feeling. So cold. I was running back to my room to take a nice warm shower. But on the way there... Ah! The bell for breakfast rang. Oh, crap. I picked up speed. I turned the last corner. My door was in sight. I went in for the last dash. But just then, the doors opened. Morning. Morning. The girls came out exchanging mild pleasantries. Amidst a group of smartly dressed girls, a single man in a shirt and boxers stood out immediately. Whoa. What is he wearing? Oh no, it can't be. Molester, idiot, pervert, ne'er-do-well. Ah. This is why I hate men. Ow, 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 ow. What's going on out here? What? One by one, the doors opened and the hallway devolved into chaos. This was quickly getting out of control. They had started throwing things. It didn't hurt much, but... And here I'm supposed to be getting off on the right foot with them. Instead, I was getting off on the worst possible foot. Take this! Indecent exposure, peddling pornography. Then they started accusing me of crimes I had never committed. Just as the attacks began to escalate, a calm voice rang through the hall. Ooh. The attacks stopped immediately.
これには事情があるのです。みんな、おやめなさい。
I'm laughing because she's like, yeah, we did this. Yeah, it was my fault. Like, you didn't think this would happen? Oh my god, you're dumb. Thank goodness. Why is the Toad Sawyer helping him? What could the reason be?
ごめんなさいね、まさやくん。
Look, he actually made Grand Fleur apologize to him. That man! Blaming it on me again.
ついうっかりと下着姿のまま追い出してしまいました。
That doesn't sound good. You were certainly fixated on your task.
それ、嫌味かしら。
What?
どうやら本気みたいね。人のいい。
Wait, what?
なんでもない。
Okay.
ごめんなさいね。いきなり朝から追い出しちゃって。
Mitsuki whispered the words, gaze averted, then pushed my neatly folded pajamas into my hands.
調査の結果、いけないものは見つかりませんでした。私もこれで一安心できました。
Ah, right. I'm glad to hear that.
ではこれでごきげんよう。
Gokigenyo? Marika-san clapped her hands and addressed the others.
さあ皆さん、部屋に戻るなり食堂に行くなりしてくださいな。今回のまさやくんについての騒ぎは誤解です。
This time, like she had to emphasize. The student council president's influence was formidable. The students immediately dispersed. Alright, we're back in class again. During the break between classes, Rise-san was quick to scold me.
まったくあなたは何をしていらっしゃるの？
Sorry.
早速噂になっていてよ。あなたはいなかったから今朝の食堂の模様は知らないでしょうけど。
Oh man. The baguette had filled me up, so I ended up skipping breakfast.
もう上を下への大騒ぎ。本当にすごかったんだから。
Right. Sorry.
まあ、ソンブルスキャナーが現場にいなかったことだけは幸いですけれど、これでもしも報道されていたらと思うと。
Okay, that was the, what's her name? Tommy A, yep. Sombre Scanner.
報道部のエースのこと。 その名も闇のスキャナーよ。
Scanner of the Dark. Ooh. Oh, Tamiya-san. Her title suggested that little got by her.
それで一体どういうことなのかしら。情報が錯綜していてよくわからないのよ。
Yeah, makes sense.
もちろん私は痴漢なんて話は頭から信じていなくてよ。けど
That's what they went around saying? Oh my god. Yeah, that's really not what happened.
他にもマリカ様や美月さんが話に出てきたり、二人が何か関係あるの？
You could say that. Yeah. The classroom went quiet as people seemed to be listening in. I explained what happened.
ふーん、なんだか奇妙な話ね。
A little, but the student council president is concerned about my behavior, I guess. That's the feeling I got.
うん。
She saved me in the end, though. She showed up and resolved the whole misunderstanding.
あなたもだいぶ人がいいよね。
What do you mean?
なんでもないわ。
I mean, she didn't... Marika didn't really do anything. She didn't... I mean, she just told them, like, yeah, he didn't do anything wrong this time. She didn't exactly, like... She didn't exactly, like, stick up for him. Or was vouching for him in any way, yeah. Makes sense.
いやー、残念だったわ。
What a bummer. During our next break period, Tamiya-san came to visit. She stood by my desk, lamenting.
まさかのスクープを鼻先で逃すなんて。ソンブルスキャナーの一名が草葉の陰で泣いてるわよ。
It wasn't much of a scoop, you know. The truth of the matter was really mundane.
たとえ真実はたった一つでも、事実は書きようによってどうとでもなる。それが報道というものじゃないの。
That sounds scummy. So no matter what the truth is, it could... you could write it to be different and people will still buy it. Yeah, that's why I hate media. Sometimes. Cause they just play shit up for no reason.
まあもちろんあえて捏造をかきたてるつもりはないし、マサヤさんを貶めようというつもりもないけどね。
Likely story.
あくまで公正中立、不偏不当。それが我がラモード・コティディエンヌのモットーだもの。
La mode quotidienne. The school's daily newspaper means the fashion of the day. The fashion of the day. Interesting. Is that the name of the news club's newspaper?
そう、日々の流行といったような意味ね。
That, or something like that. She's like, I don't give a shit. I just work there.
今言ったことの証拠に、ほら、今日の新聞ではあなたのこと色眼鏡なしに書いているわよ。
Okay.
昨日のインタビューの記事ね。私にも見せて。
It was the text of my interview along with comments from Rise-san and others. It really wasn't partially written. I found nothing to complain about. My concern, though, was the matter of my family history. I had admitted to it myself, so there was no use stressing over it now. But as Rise-san had said, I was not my father. Even if it made a bad first impression, as long as I put on a good face, they would forget about it eventually. I kept my faith in that. Interesting. Alright, Ruriko. Okay. We had lunch at noon, and Rise-san and I headed for Maria Hall. We had gone there after class the day before as well. As for what we were doing there, it was the vote for society leader. Oh, yeah, because everybody on her team left. Yeah, so she's literally fighting the battle by herself. Where are we?
ここはマリア館。生徒会と白百合会、紅バラ会の部屋がある建物なの。
Wow, the atmosphere is totally different from the dorms in the campus building.
そうでしょうね。マリア館は昔からの建物だから。
Hmm. But what happens now?
さっき言った白百合会の会頭を決める投票。
Rise-san's gaze fell on her wristwatch.
投票時間は6時まで。マサヤさん、申し訳ないけど、終わりまで付き合ってくださる？
Sure. We passed through the doors and checked to see if anyone had come.
果たしてみんなが来てくれるかどうかはわからないけれど。
They had all returned their arm ribbons to Rise-san. Those ribbons were proof of their participation in an association. They were a bit like membership badges. Returning them meant... What happens if they don't show?
白紙で委任ということになるわ。
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough burden to bear.
こちらが白百合会の部屋。どこも似たような作りだし、遊びに来るときは気をつけてくださいな。
Aren't they all labeled though? Yeah. The room was deserted. Smack in the center of the room was a voting box that looked like the ones used in real elections.
この箱を開錠する鍵を持っているのは先生だけなの。なかなか本格的でしょ？
It really is.
番宣ヌの一つの特徴として何かと投票が多いというのがあるわ。それで投票箱もこんなに立派というわけ。
Uh-huh.
では投票してくるわ。
She's allowed to vote? Interesting. She wrote her name on one of the papers on the table and slipped it into the voting box. So she voted for herself. What? The voting itself was effectively finished, but we decided to stay until 6 o'clock. In the end, not a single person came. Yeah, that's rough.
せっかくだし中庭で食べましょう。お茶を入れてあげるわ。
Ah. Thanks. I didn't even know you had a courtyard here. Yesterday we had gone straight to the White Lily Society room, so I didn't know the building's layout yet.
マリア館は五角形をしているの。
A pentagon, interesting. Rise-san drew a diagram in the air.
エントランスの両脇に白百合会と紅バラ会の部屋があるわ。
Mm-hmm.
昨日部屋を間違えないようにと言ったのはそれもあるの。左右対称の右と左だもの。
Again, are they not just labeled? The room we entered yesterday, was it the right or the left? I don't actually remember.
左。こう覚えれば覚えやすいわよ。ユリはフランス語でリス。バラはローズ。ところで、英語の左は？
That makes sense. Lily left, Rose right. Yeah, that makes sense. Left?
そして右はライト。左ヒラメの右カレーみたいなものかしらね。
Pretty easy, yeah. Got it. I understand. Wakata.
他に倉庫と談話室、それから生徒会の部屋があるわ。まああまり用もないでしょうけどね。
Wow, it seems like a really nice place. It gets so much sun.
今日は天気もいいし、それでマリア館にお誘いしたというわけよ。
There were a few tables around, giving the courtyard a very relaxing aura. Rise-san moved to the kitchenette while I waited at the table. Just then I caught a glimpse of something through the window. They were passing through the hall facing me, so I waved. Ritsuko.
ごきげんよう。マサヤ様お一人ですか？
No, I'm here at Rise-san. She's in the kitchenette right now.
そうですか。ならちょうどよかった。
It is? What? She didn't actually answer me, but turned her face away and closed her eyes. I took a surreptitious glance at her profile. That's nice. Itsuko-chan is really beautiful too. Perhaps because she did not wear her emotions openly, she had a beauty like a porcelain doll. Wasn't that like her title? Wait, no, her title is like the Black Rose or something, yeah. And Sens really is a school filled with beauties. When I thought about it, that was maybe the thing that made me most glad to be here.
あら、リツコ。あなたもお茶をいかが？
Ocha, black tea.
いえ、リセ様、白百合会会頭就任おめでとうございます。
I mean, it was kind of a wash victory because she was the only one that voted for herself.
何よ、改まって。実は。
The truth is, you feel bad, huh? There is a heart in there somewhere. She hesitated for a moment, turning her eyes to the entrance. There was another student coming towards us.
リツコ、もう挨拶は済んで。今からです。美月さん。
Mitsuki stood off to the side as if to make it clear she would not be joining us for tea.
挨拶ってなんだか本当に改まっているけど、紅バラ会の会頭に私が就任することになったのです。
Okay, so she did become... Oh, yeah, I think they talked about in the last video, I think, what, Mitsuki was the one that was leading them? Or was it Marika? One of the two. Yeah, they decided to trust her with it because they thought that she would have a better chance at going against her, Rise. Huh? Rise-san had said that the association decided on their leaders during the third term, and that the new head of the Red Rose would be Mitsuki-san. Yeah.
どういうことかしら。1年生だからと会頭になれない規則はないわ。
Yeah, makes sense.
そういうことを言っているのではなくてよ。だって美月さん、あなたでしょ、会頭は。
Well, she chickened out.
予定が変わったの。
In other words, you got scared, didn't you?
どういうこと？わからないの？ソレイユデコール。本来であれば、マサヤさん、あなたなど誰からも相手にされず、居場所のない気持ちを味わうところだったのよ。
Yeah, yeah. Heard this whole song and dance before. Huh? I was a little shocked at being attacked that way so suddenly.
それが曲がりなりにも穏便に住んでいるのはマサヤさん、あなたを連れてきたのがリセさんだから。
Yes, your point is?
それだけ彼女は一目置かれているということよ。
Okay. Well, that's right. The person who brought me here was a VIP, so I was riding her coattails in a way.
そんな評価の仕方は馬鹿げているわ。誰がどう言ったかなんて関係ない。本人が彼と接してどう思うか、それが。
Yeah, they're only interested in him because he's friends with Rise. Yeah, that does make sense now. Okay, yeah.
みんながあなたのように振る舞えるわけではないのよ。
Her incredibly confrontational air caused even Ritsuko to gasp.
影響力は決して無視できないわ。その最たる存在がラトゥートスールでしょ。
So, Marika, yep.
美月さんは変わったわ。昔はそんなこと言ったりしなかった。
Mm-hmm.
私のことはどうだっていいでしょ。
Is the Ice Queen softening up? Is the Ice Queen melting? As if ashamed of the anger she had shown, she turned her eyes away.
それで、何の話だったかしら。ああ、そう、リツコの就任の話ね。今回アソシアションはいつになく重い責任を負っているわ。昨日理事長がおっしゃっていたように。
Yep.
グランデボートを単なる人気投票ではない学園の未来を決するのにふさわしいものにしなければならない。
Okay, so that's why they picked Ritsuko, because she's not like super popular, or she's not as popular as I guess Mitsuki is. If I'm understanding that correctly.
であればこちらも相応のリーダーを立てるべきと考えたの。
Yeah, so they wanted someone who doesn't have super high influence to run. But that's interesting though, because Rise also has a lot of respect too, so does she have more influence than Ritsuko? That's the question. I guess we'll find that out later.
ベルエピーヌはソレイユ・デコールにも負けない一名だわ。そうではなくて。
Yeah. This'll be interesting. So even she didn't want this, okay. None of us could answer her. Even Ritsuko-chan herself cast her eyes downward as if merely enduring it.
それで私は身を引いたというわけ。
Did she even ask her if she wanted to do it in the first place? Just pushing it onto her seems kind of unfair.
そんなの。何よ。もしも同情しようというのならお断りよ。自分の意思でしたことなのだから。言っておくけどね、リセさん。それにあなたも。
You pointed her finger sharply at my face.
私はターシュが入るのなんか大反対なの。まったく冗談じゃないわ。バンセンヌは女子校なのよ。何を考えているのよ。
Well, Mitsuki-san's words were entirely natural. Yeah, I would bet.
じゃあ私からはそれだけ。失礼。私は正直どうかと思ったのですが。何が？美月様が言ったように怪盗に学年による規定はありません。ですが
You're allowed to refuse, aren't you? If you don't want to do it, just tell them.
慣習や不分律というものはあります。きっと前例はないはずです。なのに私が就任してしまって。
Ah, so it's in the rules that she can't refuse. That's dumb as hell.
律子も相変わらずお堅いわ。また学年を抜きにしても私などがという気持ちは確かにありました。
They should also have a rule set in there where if somebody doesn't want to do it, they should be allowed to appeal and have a recount. Most elections do that, I think. At least they should. What? But Ritsuko-chan, you're so beautiful.
何を言っているんですか？
That's a weird time to say that, dude. Ooh. Uh-oh, they were both glaring at me. I mean, that's a big part of leadership, right?
そういうことです。ただその点に関してはできる限りサポートするとお姉様方は請け負ってくださいました。
Oh, that's nice.
いずれにしろ怪盗の選出は役員のご選によるものとこちらははっきり明記されています。
Okay.
であれば私に否やはありません。
Yeah, I mean, if they believe you can do it, it's kind of hard to let them down. From the way she spoke, Ritsuko-chan seemed like a person who liked to follow the rules. Yeah? They've been saying that since day one. She was definitely a stickler that way. She just said that too, yeah.
昨日言っていたけれど律子は変革には反対なのよね。
Yes.
はい。じゃあ今日からはれっきとしたライバルだわ。お手柔らかに頼むわよ。
Mm-hmm.
こちらこそ。
Aw. Kind of sweet. In their own little way. As they shook hands, I felt like I had seen Ritsuko-chan smile for the first time. I felt certain that it was due to Rise-san's welcoming attitude.
おいしい。ちょっと冷めてしまったけれどやっぱり紅茶はホートナン&メイソンに限るわね。
Ocha. Ordnum.
あら、ご存知ない？
No, the only black tea I've ever had is the Nito kind that comes in bags.
ティーバッグ？カバンがどうだというの？
Kaban. Why'd you say kaban? That's like handbag. That's a weird way to phrase that. What? They're both like, what? The gap between us was as vast as a canyon. Oh, nothing.
どうかした？
Nothing. This is just really, really good. The tea in the cup was a dark indigo. I had never seen anything like it before. But even on that first glance, it was clearly nothing like the black tea I had before, in taste and in smell.
あなたって何でも美味しそうに食べるから見ていて気持ちがいいわ。
It's not like I could indulge like this before, after all. Certainly not when my meals consisted of a single onpan with milk. I brought the cup to my lips again. So good. I couldn't even remember what we were talking about before.
それで今日はちょっと作戦会議と行きたいと思ったの。
Alright. Strategy meeting?
あ、その前に確かアソシアシオンについてまだきちんと説明していなかったわね。
Not really. Right.
じゃあ先にそちらから。話の順番として生徒会からまず触れますけれど、こちらは多分よそ様とそう変わりはないと思うわ。学校運営の学生側による執行機関、普通そうでしょ？
I guess so. Yeah. An executive body, in other words, they made sure that things got done. Yeah. I never served on the student council or a committee in school, so I didn't know about their inner workings, but I knew they were involved in the sports and culture festivals.
同時に議決機関を兼ねている場合も多いと思うけど、バンセンヌではそうではないの。昨日も言ったように何かと投票を行うのだけど、その結果がすなわち議決と言えるわ。つまりバンセンヌにおいては議決機関と執行機関が明確に分離されている。そこでアソシアシオンの役割だけど、最も重要なのは投票を管理監督するというものなの。
Ah, in other words, you have a lot of votes to decide legislation. Pretty much.
そう。ただ日常的な投票はそれでいいとして、グランデボートはちょっと困ったことになってしまうわね。というのは立候補者はアソシアシオンの回答なのだから、それでは不正な余地が大ありだわ。
Got it.
そこで白百合会と紅バラ会が相互に監視するという構図になっているの。
It all seemed like a lot of trouble to go through, but it suited the kind of school that Vincennes was, after all.
戦艦みたいなことがメインのお仕事だけど、実際は生徒会のお手伝いもしますけどね。だいたいそんなところですけど、何か質問とかは？
I'm good.
じゃあ作戦会議といきましょう。議題は他でもないわ。欠けてしまった役員をどうするか。
They might be able to get a couple at least, like... Oh, I don't think Tommy A would be able to join, because I thought about her first. Ruriko, maybe. They could probably get the new girl, Ruriko. Yeah.
もちろん弱気になっているわけではなくてよ。ただ現実問題として人手が乏しいのは痛手ではあるから。
Makes sense, yeah.
マサヤさんは白百合会の部屋にノートパソコンがあったことには気がついて。
Pasokon? Yep. Yeah.
アソシアシオンはホームページも持っているの。インターネットではなく学内ネット上ですけれど。
Can access them from the school network. Interesting.
それの更新作業とか まあいろいろあるから人手は大いに越したことはないというわけ。
I see.
ましてや今年は世論を喚起していかないといけないわけだし。
You can't have someone substitute?
役員になるには選挙を経ないといけないから。
Oh, I see.
そしてきっと選挙のやり直しは認められないでしょうね。
Yeah. We sat in silence for a few minutes. We'll just need to find out how to get them to come back.
そうね。
It's gonna be tough. I mean, took a sip from her cup and returned it to her saucer, then paused.
正直自信はないけどやってみる前から諦めるわけにはいかないわね。一人一人当たってみるわ。
I mean, at least hear them out, yeah.
じゃあそれはそれとしてマサヤさんはなるべく交流の輪を広げるようにしてもらえるかしら。
Yeah, that's another thing, because obviously the only thing keeping him there is the people need to, like him, so... Yeah.
プルミエールジャッジメントを通過するには何よりまずあなた自身を知ってもらう必要があるわけだから。
You got one person, yeah, Ruriko. Yeah, Ruriko would be my first choice here.
大丈夫。マサヤさんならきっとみんなに受け入れられるわよ。
Yeah, Ruriko's probably your best bet right now. But she even said herself that she wanted to learn more about him. Yeah, I'll do my best to make sure that happens. There's a lot of silence. Okay. Cool. Nice. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think I'm going to end this video there. Yeah, because I want to go eat. So. But yeah, so things are starting to get more interesting. So, Ritsuko is now the head of the Red Rose Society, so that's going to be interesting. I mean, even though they're rivals, they still seem to be good friends, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, like I said, Ritsuko comes off as a little indifferent to me. That's just my opinion, but I don't know. We'll see as time goes on, but anyway. Cool. Alrighty, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know by leaving a like or telling me in the comments below. Subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, peace.